Welcome back to The Bigger Picture, everybody. I'm your co-host, Kayla Moore.
And I'm your other co-host, Jaden Jiggets. So, Kayla, how's everything going with you as we head into the end of the semester?
Honestly, this semester was a little rough. I can't lie. It had a bigger hold on me than last semester, but I'm just trying to do my assignments, trying to get everything done, you know? What about you?
Yeah, I cannot wait. And man, we're about to go into summer. You know, I come back in August. It's when I'm in my senior year. So, you know, I'm just like, it's one more year down, one more year to go for me. But this semester has definitely been a lot. And I'm just happy that, you know, it's about to be over, honestly.
Honestly, same. That was the best thing to say. So now, as you guys may or may not know, this is the final episode of The Bigger Picture this season. As much as we're sad to leave you guys, don't worry, we'll be back next semester, so don't miss us too much.
Yeah, we will be back for a season 6. Kayla, have you thought about us having our own intro video?
Oh, for sure. And we're definitely making a new intro video next semester, so stay tuned for that, y'all.
Y'all heard her first. Y'all heard her, okay?
So a few events have happened this past weekend. We had not one, not two, but 3 events happen. So firstly, starting with this past Friday, April 26th, the Image Step Show team had their annual step show. They've been working on this for a while and they finally got to showcase their talents. They also announced their new e-board for the 2024 to 2025 school year.
Those steps was amazing. Let me tell you. That's not just it. The very next morning from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., LSU had their annual barbecue at Lakeside Commons. They had many varieties of food from tacos, nachos, burritos, all that good stuff. And we got to look at the next e-board. Look at them with the old e-board together. Oh man, the new e-board, the old e-board. They just looking like they have a fun time for real.
Then later that evening, students hop on the Caribbean cruise for the CSA Backyard Jam. There were performances, interactive crowds, games, new CSA e-board, and the event ended with the Marsville performance for the Oswego crowd.
That performance was amazing. The crowd was jumping. Everybody was having a good time. Yes, it was an amazing weekend. It was as the semester is coming to the close. So, Kayla, why we didn't talk about the elephant in the room yet?
What elephant in the room, Jaden?
That tomorrow is Oz Fest. There will be stuffed plushies, games, rides, food, and then the day will accumulate with the Oz Fest concert, which we all know Offset is performing. You know, Offset for Oz Fest.
So tickets are being sold for $15 in the MCC box office in person and online. So make sure you get your tickets before it sells out.
Okay, y'all, we're going to throw it to break now. But coming up, we will be having SJP back on the show. So don't go anywhere. And we'll be right back with The Bigger Picture.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West First Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see?
All these clubs are looking.
They're looking for me.
There's hockey,
There's improv,
so much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I'm all
Welcome back, everyone, to The Bigger Picture. Now, our guest that we have here is an organization we were supposed to have on quite a month ago, and I know it's been highly anticipated. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SJP.
What's up, y'all?
Hello.
How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Good. We're just chilling.
How's the semester going? You know what I'm saying?
It's going. We're working
going?
hard.
Yeah.
That's
Trying to
good.
get
That's
So,
good.
You guys want to introduce yourself a little bit?
So I'm Natalia. I'm the VP of SJP, Students for Justice in Palestine.
And I'm Lauren. I'm the treasurer for SJP.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, all right. All right, y'all. Time for the first question. What made y'all take over Students for Justice of Palestine?
I think we can speak for everyone on campus that is in support of liberation for Palestine. We just saw a lack of representation, and we really just wanted to bring to the light the issues going on over there and really bring support to this campus, because we really weren't seeing a lot of support on this campus at all.
And I was recruited later on by both Kay and Nat, and I'm just really happy to be there.
Okay. As y'all can see right now, Kay couldn't make it today, you know what I'm saying? But, all right.
Yeah.
So how do y'all feel about y'all positions in the organization?
I'm honestly just really grateful to be given this position and have this voice. You know, I've been trying to bring light to this since the issue first happened, since the issues arose in October. So I'm just really glad that I'm here and that I'm able to speak to you guys and really spread awareness to people on campus.
It's basically the same for me too. And I'm also glad about the fact that they were like, oh, we can ask me to be part of this. So yeah,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Okay, we really thank y'all for being here though. So it's just like, know that. Kaylee, you got anything you want to say?
Yeah, I just want to thank you guys for being here and blessing us with your presence. So, how do you guys engage with the SUNY Oswego community to raise awareness about Palestine?
So I could say we've done numerous amount of things. There's lots more coming. We want to work on encampment and just more rallies, but we've been protesting. We've been actively posting on social media almost every day. We've just been talking to people. We've been making connections. We've been meeting with professors, with students. So just a bunch of different things.
Yeah, as well as just having small events and everything. Like the other day, we had just a small thing where we watched a documentary with members of the committee and everything.
What's been your favorite event?
Definitely the rallies we've had. I just love being able to bring such a big community, to be able to speak out against it, and to bring everyone when we're literally yelling, saying Free Palestine and stuff.
What goes through you guys' heads when you're putting these rallies together, trying to make sure everybody comes out, trying to reach out to everyone, reach out to different orgs to get their support,
I would just say it's a lot. We're trying to make sure everyone stays safe because there has been quite a bit of resistance towards our organization, and just making sure everyone feels heard, everyone feels like their message is being spread and that we're communicating that properly.
Yeah, it's mainly about that, and just also making sure we have a message that needs to be heard, and we also understand that some people aren't going to enjoy it, but it's just through keep talking about it and just keep it going that we actually get people more aware of this issue.
Okay, all right. What are some challenges y'all face when it comes to making the rallies?
We've definitely seen a lot of people that are hating on our rallies. People we walk past and they'll stick up the finger at us, or we've had problems with staff even getting the rallies to happen because staff has been very difficult with us, I'll say at the least. They haven't really approved certain locations we can go. They haven't been approving things we can say, so it's just been really difficult.
We've gotten emails, and just the other day when we wanted to have a march, they never approved our route for the march. They just wanted it to be the central thing. They didn't want it to be a spread out thing on campus.
Okay, all right. What are some common misconceptions about your org that you encounter?
I definitely think that because of the fact that we're pro-Palestine, people automatically assume that we're anti-Semitic, which is just not true. We support Jewish people on this campus, and plenty of Jewish people have come to us saying that they're glad that we're doing this. So I do think that just because you're pro-Palestine does not mean that you are anti-Semitic, and I definitely want to get that message through.
And it's also important, like, this is all part of the educating, like, other people and just trying to bring more awareness. We're trying to bring more awareness to the fact of, like, what Zionism is and how, like, that has a part in, like, anti-Semitism and, like, just how it plays a part in, like, this bigger picture and everything.
So what has been some, like, I know you guys have been seeing other campuses, like, they've been receiving a lot of backlash and stuff too, like, for different students for justice for Palestine. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. What is your like reaction to that?
It's so hard to see, bro. I just think like the way that this force is being used against these students peacefully protesting is actually insane, and I think it speaks to a bigger issue of what they might be scared of and the power that we actually hold as students, as people with a voice and with a message that we want to spread. And I just think it's horrible to see.
Yeah, I agree. It's not anything new to see violence used against college students in forms of protest. We've seen this since Vietnam War and everything, and it's just really sad to see like the repetition of people, like this violence used against people who are just wanting peace and freedom for other people. Especially in such a young group where it's like this is such an important time in our lives, like we're trying to like find who we are and fight for these people because we recognize that we and them are the same.
Yeah, I get that. So what is like the positive reactions you guys have been getting? Like what has that positive feedback been like?
We've definitely gotten a lot more support recently. It's nice to see people come to us and just like thank us, say like, I'm glad you guys are doing this, or even give us like tips on what we should do moving forward or certain events we should host. So that's really nice to see from students on campus.
Yeah, and it's not even that students have to be very actively involved in this. It's just nice to know that there are students out there that are actually listening to us, even if it's just from afar.
Especially when it does come to Jewish life on campus, because like I said, a lot of Jewish life people have come to us, and it's just really nice to see that they're also supporting this cause, because I know even people from Palestine and from Israel have had personal connections to that, and them being through that and coming to us saying like, we support you and we're glad that you're doing this, that's something really beautiful to us.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Is there any negative reactions that y'all received?
I think that goes without saying. Like I said, that we're anti-Semitic, that we're supporting terrorists, that we're just inherently violent, and we're not.
Yeah, because every time we've had like a bigger event on like the social media app Yik Yak, there are quite a few people that are like what's the point of this? Like, why do we even care? Like, we're in SUNY Oswego, like. But at the same time, it's like we have people in the comments of those being like this is important. Like it doesn't matter if we're here. It's like this affects everyone.
And definitely gotten DMs, Instagram comments, things like that. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we are about to have a quick commercial break, and when we are back, we will be asking SJP more questions.
We'll be back with the bigger picture right after the break.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it. Jill
Should
told
we
me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is
It's
it?
Al Roker.
Welcome back from break, y'all. So we still have a few more questions we want to ask you both. So who is your favorite activist and why?
I think I could start. I have a few different ones. I obviously love Angela Davis. She's one of my #1 activists that I follow. I read like all of her stuff. I love reading her books. Huey P. Newton, Fred Hampton, things along those lines. I really look up to activists from the 70s because I feel like they were really revolutionary, and it's hard in our day and age to really have someone that has a face and a name to what they're trying to do. So
For me, it's definitely, especially as a communications major, seeing people in Palestine reporting and everything. Like Bisan or Wizard Bisan, you've seen her videos constantly documenting the issues in Palestine, as well as like Greta Thunberg, just any young people who are out there being activists. They know the risks of what they're doing, yet they're still out there recording themselves and protesting and everything. I think even though that's not necessarily a favorite, it's just something where it's like to see someone your own age doing it with such fearlessness it's something to like be proud of almost from afar.
Yeah, I could definitely say that. Well, Lauren, like you brought up Greta Thunberg. I read an article about her last semester, and yeah, she really be out there spreading her message, and that's really good. And Nat, let me just also bring up, you basically just brought up the Black Panther Party with all those names. Huey Newton, Fred Hampton, Angela Davis. Just want to see, just out of curiosity, how do you feel about Elaine Brown?
I think I just love a lot of people within that field in general. I think even with a lot of the Black Panther members, there's a kind of notion that they were just violent, and I don't know, I think when you're pushed into violence, what do you do in that situation? So I think when you're given like a violent situation, you kind of react, and I really just love all of the activists within the Black Panther Party and in general.
Nat, let me tell you something. You gotta take History 353 before you graduate. Okay, the Black Power movement. Dr. Elm, he teaches all about those, Black Panther Party members, and it's a really good course. I took it this semester. Shout out to Dr. Elm if he's watching. But yeah. Kayla, you got anything you want to add?
No, not right now.
Not right now? Not right now? It's all good. It's all good. Okay. So, what are some things you feel students should do to show or express their support for Palestinians?
I don't know if you've seen the Palestine stickers that students are putting everywhere, but little things like that are so good, just spreading the message, reposting social media, posting about it. Don't stop talking about it. Educate your peers, educate your family especially, because I know that sometimes it's hard to confront your family, but that's things you have to do. Even me, I've had to confront some of my friends and things they've said and situations I've been in, so it's just taking the courage to actually communicate.
And just to build off what she said about not stop talking about it, I think it's so important to not stop talking about it, because we've seen time and time again with movements or just events happen where you talk about it. It's a kind of like a social media trend for a month or two, and then we forget about it, and then these
Black
people,
Lives Matter.
yeah, definitely, and these people are still in need, whether it's climate, whether it's Black Lives Matter. It only happens for a little bit, and then people seem to forget about it. But when it's something like this, where, a whole bunch of people are being hurt, a whole bunch of people are dying, I think it's so, so important that we just cannot stop talking about it.
Nah, I get that. I know that we're heading to the end of the semester, but do y'all have any other events happening before the end of the semester?
I don't want to say for sure, but we definitely are planning another rally for divestment. A lot of SUNY schools have been divesting from Israeli occupation and just Israel as a whole, so I'm just really hoping that we can get that done, maybe talk to student association and try to get a bill passed. And we really just want to host more rallies, and I know that encampment is coming soon. I can't say this semester because it is a lot of work, but we're definitely trying to do that.
And yeah, I agree with her. It's hard to say what events are going to happen just because with finals and everything, we still have to focus on that and consider other students, but we're definitely going to try and have something before the end of the semester.
Okay. So how can individuals get involved or support your organization's efforts?
You can follow us on Instagram, SJP Oswego.
Any emails?
You can try to contact me through email. You can contact Kay. There's also Carly and Eleanor. I want to put a special notice to them because they are a big reason why this has also been happening. All of our members obviously can't be here, but they've been playing a big part. So even talking to us in person or just DMing us.
Yeah, and we have, if you need the information, you can ask one of us. Like
we have a LinkedIn.
We have a LinkedIn.
And a website.
Yeah. And we talk through an app called Signal.
Yes.
How about X? Like Twitter?
Oh, no, we don't have Twitter.
Okay. Do y'all, so like, just curiosity, what goes into like planning like y'all rallies? Like,
so it's a lot of just like trying to find if our core members can make it. So just like the e-board members right now, if we can actually plan an event, we need to make sure that we're all available and we can all be there. And then from there, it's just posting on social media, contacting people from the school and making sure that we can have these spaces and that we'll be protected and we'll be safe.
We've also made efforts because obviously not everyone has the supplies. So before our rallies, both times we had paint days, usually like the day before, where you can paint your own poster so you have something to carry around so you can send your own message along with it.
And we like to just provide materials for our students as well so that they don't have to go out of their way to make it. That's why we usually do those events, because we'll provide paint, we'll provide posters, markers, everything along those lines so that it's just easier for the students.
Okay. What goes through y'all mind when you guys are like protesting and you guys are yelling? Just like what's going through y'all mind?
I feel like not much, honestly, because you're just like in the moment, you're in the heat of it.
Yeah,
you're there.
You're very focused on this one thing. Like I'm not really thinking about much else.
It is a very liberating feeling, though, I would say. It's just like, it's nice to feel like you're actually doing something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, last couple of questions, y'all. How do y'all juggle classes, assignments, and being student activists on campus?
I would wish Kay were here so she could talk about it, because Kay is #1 at that. But I think it's mostly just trying to time management, just having priorities as well. Sometimes SJP can't come first, but we have a team. So when I can't do something, Kay does something. When Kay can't do something, I do something. Lauren does something. So it's just confining in each other as well as maybe professors. We do have Sean, our advisor, so yeah.
Okay. Do y'all sit there and like decide on like who's gonna do what based on like everybody's schedule, or is it like okay,
basically,
so
yeah. We have meetings every Monday as well where we basically plan out and discuss this. A lot of it's done by our secretary, Eleanor. She just makes bullet points, she makes lists, she emails. She does a lot of like the grittiness of it.
Yeah, she's very good at her job.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's really good. You got that's the fundamentals to like having a student organization right there. So it's just like, that's really good that y'all got that. You got that on lock.
But a lot of it is also just like the students motivating us as well, like the people that are coming to us and supporting us. So,
because even if it's a few people, we still know like people are actually listening to us and care about us.
So have you guys collabed with any other orgs? Or see yourselves collaborating with any orgs in the next semester, probably?
We have collabed with MSA. We had a plastic surgeon come who volunteered in Palestine at a hospital. As for collabing with other orgs, I'm not sure if that's something we really want to do, because we haven't seen a lot of talk about this issue with other orgs. So along those lines, I think our main goal is to spread the message, so
Yes.
we do what it takes to do that. So if that is collaborating with other orgs, possibly, but it just depends. I don't think we really want this to be so much as a student organization as much as we want this to be a movement.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So do you guys see yourselves as future activists anytime soon?
I would hope so.
Yeah. Especially in my realm, I'm more, especially with my background, I'm more into like climate activism and everything. I've been like that for years. I don't see myself stopping.
Yeah, and I would definitely say I'm going to work towards it. I definitely want to work for nonprofits. I want to work in prisons. I want to help reform and revolutionize a lot of our like society when it comes to prisons, when it comes to just like things in general. Definitely.
And if you guys don't mind me asking, what's your majors?
I'm a political science major.
Okay.
And I'm a communications major.
Oh yes, you did tell me you're a
Yes.
communication major. So how do you guys work with your activism in your majors? Like how do you guys see yourselves doing that?
I feel like for me, at least as a communications major, that's mainly what we learn about, how to communicate with others and like the messages and the channels of how you communicate. So for me, it's just like understanding the routes and understanding what connects with people. So to spread this message further.
And for me, I would just say it's educating myself, always staying updated on social issues so that I'm aware and I know what's going on so that I can help people and work in the ways that I want to. So with my major, I definitely think like just doing that in general, having nonprofits because that's a big thing I want to do in the future, working with families, working with minorities, just in general.
Okay. So what kind of advice would you give to someone looking to get into activism?
Don't be scared.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is being able to take that first step, even if someone like has to take it with you. Like you do it with someone else, you talk to someone else. It doesn't have to be you alone, but it is also important that you know like you can do something.
And I think a lot of it is just understanding that there's never gonna be people that always agree with you. There's always gonna be someone else that's against you, that doesn't care what you have to say, that's like, shut up, like, why are you talk so much? And you just have to kind of deal with that, I guess. Like, you have to understand that not everyone is going to be for your cause, but as long as you're passionate and you care and you want to spread your message, do that, because there will be people and you will find the right people.
There'll always be people who are angry, and this can even be people that are like you considered close to you or family, and just got to understand like when you're doing something that you believe is right, there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay. Y'all, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you, SJP, for popping out, coming out, having this interview with us. Is there anything y'all want to say to the audience back home?
Just support Palestine.
Yes.
They're going through hell.
Yeah. And also to just check out our social medias and check out just information online through other places, and especially through Palestinian journalists.
And educate yourself.
Yeah. I also want to thank you guys for coming on the show and giving us your presence, giving us your time. This is the final episode of The Bigger Picture for this semester. We will be back next semester, so don't miss us too much.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody that has watched back home. I want to say thank you to my floor people that has sat here and popped out every other week.
Shout out to our supportive floor people.
I want to shout out to everybody in the control room. Thank y'all so much. We wouldn't be able to do this without y'all, for real. Especially my boy Mike back there, Big Mike. You know, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? So, but y'all have a good summer. And me
have
and Kayla,
a great rest of y'all
we'll
summer.
See y'all in the fall.
In the fall, yeah.